Shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 49 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Slam. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And a give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, Seahawks.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Fair.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson, and it's caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Four down. Here we go. Hey, 0.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now he'll tuck it and run. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, here's Breida.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Jackson now looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Shaquill Griffin in on the stop defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, we got to get this stopped here, D. Echo! Mike 54! Mike 54! Watch the clock!
They go play action now. Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man is Trey Burton.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 84 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 26, 14, 14, got it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard scamper. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Breida. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.